Hello, everybody. Good day to you all. Today, I am talking about Eyes of Wakanda, the 4-episode miniseries, it's animated miniseries on Disney Plus right now. It's in the whole Wakanda universe as well too. And you pretty much watching like Wakandans throughout history, like fictional and like history throughout time, and the parts they're playing because their whole main goal of sending out spies is to track down missing pieces of vibranium that's been stolen from them, that's been taken away from them, and it's your job to send out spies to get them. And sometimes they gotta close up to certain people, they gotta infiltrate certain situations as well too. And you're seeing how they gain. Sometimes they win, sometimes they don't. Sometimes they don't, and sometimes when they win, they don't. They still don't win. You seeing how these different people who are a part of Wakanda at the same time are apart. Because a lot of Wakandans mostly just stay in Wakanda. They don't know. They know of the outside world, but they're just not a part of it. Or they haven't seen it. And so you got these people who are part of Wakanda who go out there in the outside world, meet people, have relationships as well too, seeing different cultures, seeing how the world is, and then also feeling when they come back, not feeling like they belong there either. So these people are struggling between two worlds. Like this, yes, I'm part of Wakanda. I love Wakanda. I'm loyal to Wakanda. But I've been outside in the outside world. And so now I'm like this, and now I've been changed by my experiences and the people who I met. And sometimes I had to betray people who I got close to get there. So now I feel bad that I'm doing this, but at the same time, I'm loyal to the people who don't even know what I'm doing. So that just I'm not getting no rewards for this. I'm not getting no praise for this. And I just, you recovered some stuff. Good for your job. No, nobody gonna know. So I just, why am I doing this? And you see the struggle with that with them as well. Because a lot of them, when they come back home, they're like this, I don't think I want to be here. I'd rather be out there than here, but I want to be here, but I don't feel like I belong here either. And that's also kind of sad because it's like a very loneliness feeling. Because thinking though, when you are a spy, you're lying to so many people. And everybody else is telling you the truth, but you're lying to them. And yeah, you may. The thing is though, because of the friendships you make, you feel close to them. You feel kind of like a loyalty to them as well too. But at the same time, if push comes to shove, you have to betray them. You might have to betray them, and that's a weight that you got to carry for by yourself for a long, long time. That sucks. So each episode, there's only 4 episodes. And each episode, you got the first episode here, which is into the lion's den, where you have this a guy who was it's almost like Killmonger in a way, but sort of. It's almost like Killmonger, but he was part of Wakanda. Left Wakanda, he stole something from vibranium from Wakanda. Used that vibranium to travel the world through boats and stuff like that too. Build up his whole in a way like an empire. His army, and he wouldn't just go to just black. He would go to. It doesn't matter what color they were. He would incorporate them in, and then that he will conquer a place, and then incorporate people into his place as well. Now, it's messed up. He kind of forced people to be a part of it, but at the same time, he did treat them well. So that he was a conqueror, yes, and he did force people to go along with his mission. But at the same time, once they accepted his thing, he treated them well at the same time. So it was this weird thing at the same time as well too. And you got the Wakanda sending their spy to retrieve something that he stole from them because it might be a threat, because it's possibly a threat to them. Because if anybody finds this technology, realize the powers that it has, then they're going to start wondering, where does this come from? How can we find more of this? Because most of the time, when people find something that's very destructive, very powerful, it's going to war. It's going to use for some kind of military. It's going to use for some kind of military technology. And so they most likely going to try to invade Wakanda. And Wakanda said, we ain't going to have that. So you got to get this stuff back, and then so we can stop this thing from now on. I don't care if you got to kill the guy to do it. Fine. If you don't have to kill him, just take the stuff. That's fine too. As long as you get to what we need, and that's it. And you also seen this girl who also is struggling because the thing is though, they wanted to be part of the melange, but she didn't want to do that either. She was already kind of like in and out of Wakanda as well, because everybody who's in Wakanda doesn't I feel as though just staying this in one place like that isn't great. Sometimes some people just want to see more. And you guys, so when she was out there, you could almost see that she almost kind of tempted a little bit, but at the same time she realized what the mission is as well too. Because even when she wins, even though she doesn't quite succeed, she still doesn't feel quite comfortable back at her home as well. And the animation in here I thought was done quite well as well too. The action sequences I did enjoy that as well too. Very beautiful visually. It had done a great job as well too. And also you also got other stories in here as well too, like how Wakanda was part of the whole Trojan War situation as well too. But their part was like another like, again he was trying to get some tech. Trying to get some tech from the other side, and so they used the whole Trojan horse situation. That's how he got in, which was very interesting. And he became a friend with Achilles, and then seeing him like leaving him in battle to get something that for Wakanda, it was like so messed up because he actually was friends to him. He even called him brother, and then to have to leave him in battle where he almost got killed just so he could get this thing, and then and seeing the betrayal and what to do. Because the thing is though, Achilles stood up for him. Even somebody else was like this. No, he's not one of us. I don't think you could trust this guy. And Kuba says, no, you can trust him because he's like my brother. He fought by us. He protected us. He protected us. He saved so many of our lives. He's one of us. And then seeing him just like that, I say Memnon betray him just like that, like this, like oh, and seeing the hurt on his face because he feels as though I don't want to do this, but I have to do this for the greater good of Wakanda, and like this. Oh, that's so messed up and so sad, so sad. But my favorite episode was episode number 3, and this is where we got introduced to a older uh, I won't say an older Iron Fist, but before Danny Rand came, we got introduced to this version of Iron Fist, who was Ronnie, who's voiced by Jonna Zhao, and I really liked this one the most because it was like a little bit lighthearted, a little more fun, and then also the fight scenes in here were just amazing and visually look at, especially seeing the Iron Fist in action as well too. And also to seeing the technology as well, also the advancement of that kind of tech as well too, how that was portrayed. I thought that was pretty well done. But this one wasn't as dark as the other ones or as sad and tragic. It was a little bit more lighter and a little bit more fun to watch. I really did enjoy this one the most out of the all one. And then you got the third one, and the third episode here, where you have two people again on the same mission, but at the same time, this time they actually succeed. And it was pretty simple. They get in, they got out. There was a war going on, so there's a lot of distractions as well too. It's kind of messed up that they're seeing all this dangerous stuff going on around there, and they just separate themselves from it. And then they get what they want and go back home. And then they find out the thing that they captured they took back from Wakanda wasn't supposed to leave at all. And because they took this thing, it causes it's like a ripple effect that causes devastation for Wakanda and the whole entire world, the whole entire world, because an invasion happens and the whole entire world gets destroyed, but Wakanda backs out of it, and then when it comes down to them, they couldn't fight it either, and it destroys everything, all because this one simple thing was taken, and it is like and so now they're realizing even though they thought they were doing the right thing, it's actually the wrong thing. And it also connects to the bigger picture of what happened in Black Panther as well too. Now you don't have to watch Black Panther or Wakanda Forever to enjoy this to enjoy these episodes and series. No, you can still watch it just fine. I mean, it does help, but you don't. It's not necessary because most of the characters they're showing here aren't portrayed in the movies at all. So these are all whole new people, and it's exploring the world a little bit more of Wakanda and how they handle things, how they deal with things as well too, and I had a lot of fun watching this series. It's very short, very quick. You can get through it pretty easily. Only 4 episodes, and like I say, beautifully drawn as well too. And acting, I think the voice actors did an amazing job with that as well too. The action scenes are pretty good as well. Like I said, my favorite episode is episode number 3. That's one of my favorite because also one of the spies, like I said, they build relationships. And it looks like they were together intimately. So, and then that him like betraying her to give. The thing is though, he kind of slept with her he pretended to be stranded out there. She took care of him, and then they ended up sleeping together. They don't show that part, but it's implied because the thing is though they're in the bed together, and he's leaving her from the bed to sneak out to get the thing, and so he like got to know her, and just to betray her was like so messed up. But you could tell that, but even though they were fighting, you could still tell they still did care about one another as well too. So it was like this them fighting, but they're not really trying to hurt each other. But at the same time, they were at the same time too, because they both kind of hurt and betrayed what was going on. But overall, I thought it was a great episode. So I think all the episodes were fun to watch as well too. Some of them were sadder than others, and come with a lot of messed up, really sad and tragic. I think the only lighthearted one really was the third one. Everything else was kind of like really messed up or kind of sad or like just like, oh, that's kind of messed up. Like, wow, wait, this is not a happy ending. Like this, like I said, even when they win, they don't really win because the people who they betrayed and stuff like that to screw to get what they want too. It's kind of messed up. Like they're just like, oh, like maybe they would have been better. If they were honest. I don't know. Maybe. Because they're so secretive, and the thing is though, they can't take the chance that anybody know about Wakanda or where they come from or what their mission is. So they just lie to everybody and screw them over, which is really messed up. I was like, wow. But at the same time, you understand why they're doing it. At the same time, it's still kind of messed up. You seeing that how they every spy is dealing with it as well too. So, like I said, great episodes though. Take my word for it. Go check it out for yourself. Hopefully you watch it. You will enjoy having watching it too. So give me a channel, like, hit the thumbs up, shaboop, and subscribe to my channel and share. I really do appreciate it. Also, links down below. Connection to my social media. If you want to follow me there, I would appreciate it as well too. Also to my store with something with shirts and socks, everything else and whatnot. This is one of the shirts that I designed myself. This is my NinjaRabbit shirt right here. All right. Many others as well. See some stuff, bottom stuff. I really would appreciate it. Like I always say, in my dreams of a life, I am the NinjaRabbit. Peace out, people.